Hey Leos, and welcome to your January 2018 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. And wow, the energy is absolutely incredible for you guys. Check out some of the amazing, beautiful major arcana and bright cards that you have. You guys have the Star, the Sun, Six of Wands, the Hierophant, the Empress. Just really beautiful experiences that to me feel like the cherry on top or some kind of topper or some kind of not so obvious thing. As when I sort of was tapping into Leo energy, as I always tap into the energy before I do the cards themselves, I felt this really dark and somber energy there, and almost this like need to cry, or this need to have even difficult experiences to prove something to yourself. As I feel that honestly January and the transformation that comes to Leo through this calendar year change brings in a lot of energy. It feels like you've had to face a lot of demons. It feels like you are sort of in the place or the archetype of the traverser, the transformer, the person who transmutes many things. You do have Six of Swords in your reading this month, so that really sticks out to me as a strong contrast to the rest of the energy, along with Four of Pentacles kind of as well. Definitely with January, Leos, what I'm feeling intuitively for you is a need to not really feel so reclusive, or a need to not really feel like you can't be in the spotlight, because you guys have the Sun, you have the Star. It really feels like it will be a wonderful time for you to really reassess your strength as a person, to really reassess and sort of step back onto the scene of life. And I'm really feeling that a lot of you will have a lot of beautiful experiences with that, and have a lot of beautiful experiences through transitioning through this sort of stage of time where you might have felt more isolated, or you might have felt more behind the scenes, or more like behind the camera. I want to say a wonderful time for those of you who are like actors or musicians or singers who've really spent a lot of time like developing your craft to sort of like burst onto the scene in a new structured and solidified way. So yeah, Leos, I'm really feeling like it will be really exciting for you, and I'm feeling that you will also gain new reactions to excitement, and new things will crop up which make you feel excited. So definitely allow yourself to redefine those emotional experiences and accept new stimulus to excite you. So I'll kind of talk to you right now about some of the things that I wrote down, because as I'm reading for you guys right now, I'm in the thick of this Mercury retrograde energy, and it's been a little bit difficult to articulate. So I wrote down what I was feeling for you, Leos, and what sort of was coming up first was themes of submission and people who are like too submissive or too passive. I'm feeling like you might be attracting masochistic type of people, or people who really want to be dominated by you, which is an interesting thing, because I think that Leo can sometimes be a bit of a domineering presence. And as I have Leo energy myself, what I've seen is like also a desire within Leo to be like loved, and a desire to be like soft, like this desire for softness, and this desire for almost like a Cancerian experience, which is interesting. And with Jupiter and Scorpio coming in, it's like this desire for an expansion of softness and an expansion of like easiness. But interestingly enough, it feels to me that Leo is attracting in people who really want to be like dominated, or people who really want to be like hurt in some way, and very like harsh experiences. So I think this is really throwing a lot of flux into the Leo experience. And I know that maybe by looking at the tarot cards, it doesn't seem like that would be the type of energy, but it's just something that I felt really strongly. And it makes sense with Six of Swords sort of starting things off, because it's like you have to have this transition before some of these other archetypes start to come in. I also sense a kind of hierarchical transformation or new experience of class system coming in for Leo as well. A lot of people have been having this, but I'm actually sensing that you have to like beware of who your role models are in this time. That was just a random message that came forward. So who are you looking up to? Who are you putting a lot of faith in? What kind of image are you wanting to project? Like, what type of people have the type of image that you want to project? And is that really healthy? It feels like a time where maybe you have a shift in role model, or you have a shift in your desire for projection, which is really good territory, I think, actually, for Leo energy, to really get down with that and think, okay, are these people who sort of carry themselves in the way that I want to really that healthy? It feels like you can clear a lot of karma there. And also just beware of people who are users, or people who abuse their power, people who have like desires which can't actually be fulfilled. It feels like there's a lot of like really energetic, consumptive people coming in, if you're not careful. For some Leos, you might just have sort of a clearing in this type of time. You could have just not that many people, or you might feel a little bit isolated. And then there might also be some Leos who are just around people from the past as well. But I'm feeling like you have to be careful about attracting a lot of new people because they can be like very consumptive energetically, like energetically vampiristic or something. It's good to find eccentricity in like your protocols or in your routine. Switch up your surroundings, switch up your specific routines, because Saturn in Capricorn sort of demands a shift in routine or a shift in the solid aspects of your life. So definitely resolve any tension you have in your routine or in your day-to-day life and aspects. And I feel like this will help you a lot. And just kind of establishing like a very healthy, sturdy form of eccentricity, I want to say there. So anyway, that's sort of what I was feeling intuitively for Leos, and I'll go ahead and get into the week to week. I hope the microphone is working okay, guys. I was having some glitches with it and some crackling noise, which I think may have been actually in the beginning of your reading, but I think that I have it fixed now, so I apologize. It's Mercury retrograde, but I hope that the messages are still resonating, and I will certainly have it fixed by February's readings for sure. But anyway, to get into the week to week, in the first week, you guys have Six of Swords rooted down by the Empress. So the transition starts here, and it's going to be a lot having to do with the way that you relate to other people, and a lot to do with the image that you project. To me, the Empress has to do with how we magnetize people, which is most often through our image or our projection of energy. So definitely think about like, okay, what image have I been putting out there? This isn't so much about the way that you look per se, or like the way that you dress, the way that you do your hair. It's not so much about that type of thing as it is about like subtleties or about mannerisms or body language, although these things do integrate with like your dress and physical appearance, so it can be that, but it's not in any kind of like shallow way. It's about the way that you energetically carry yourself, and I just sense a big shift coming for Leos, and it feels very wonderful, because I think whatever changes you want to make can really cleanse a lot of karmic energy, because it's sort of tied to that transition. So a lot of your transitional energy could be coming in through your appearance or through your projection, and it feels like it magnetizes a lot more people. And a lot of the time, you know, when you become healthier in this way, it's very easy to magnetize more narcissistic people or more energetically abusive types of people if you're not careful. So definitely think about who you're pulling in, and don't be afraid to reject, or don't be afraid to establish boundaries with Saturn coming into Capricorn, but also don't abuse your own power with boundaries too. Find that happy medium. Really ask yourself why you do or don't like the people who are in your life, and really get to the bottom of these types of things. In the second week, you guys have Queen of Pentacles rooted down by the Hierophant. So becoming more authentic, becoming more ingrained with yourself, like breathing well. This has been just a big deal for everyone. I've realized it sounds so easy, and I think everyone probably says this in some type of way, but breathing should become much easier. Oxygenating should become much more a part of what your goal is of 2018, I want to say. To me, like Saturn in Sagittarius was like a difficult to breathe type of energy, like it feels like breathing steam or something. But Saturn in Capricorn should really give a lot more wholeness to the body and the health. I really think second week of January for Leo is a wonderful time to start new health regimens, or a wonderful time to think about how your body is or isn't working in the right way, and definitely like being thankful for the things that do work. Queen of Pentacles is like the gift of something that works well and consistently. So definitely take time to think, okay, what has worked really well? Because perhaps over December with the Mercury retrograde, you might have seen like, wow, a lot of my body isn't working right, or in my case, like a lot of my technology has suddenly stopped working. What do? I upload YouTube videos. How can I solve this problem? And a lot of that type of thing in general. And I feel like the second week of January will be a nice gift, or a nice time to reward yourself, buy new technology, start new health regimens, new like gym memberships. New Year's resolutions seem healthy. I don't say that for most people, because actually January is not a very new type of energy. That's more so in March. But for Leo, it really feels like you can introduce newer types of energy. And with that being rooted down by the Hierophant, it's telling me that like whatever you do with your health, whatever choices you make with your health, really unlock a lot of unaccessible areas, or areas which were inaccessible in the past. So the Hierophant can be sort of like a gate energy. It can be like a locked door, and through the process of the connected energies, in this case like Queen of Pentacles, you can be granted the key. So through being more healthy, through learning how to breathe right, through learning what to be thankful for and what to sort of reject as well in the right type of way, you unlock a lot of previously inaccessible aspects of life. which puts you into the place of the third week of January, which is a gift from the universe, Leos. I've talked a lot in the Scorpio reading, so for those of you who have Scorpio or no Scorpios or are just curious, you can get more information on sort of the universal gift that this time is for everyone, but it's really coming out, I think, through like you, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus, the fixed signs, with Jupiter doing what it's doing. So the third week of January, Leos, do something that you've needed to do for a long time. Do not be afraid to shine brightly, but at the same time, try to not try too hard to like shine too brightly. Like, don't try too hard, because I think the biggest red flag with any of this type of energy is like trying really hard with it, which is sort of the catch-22 of what I do, because like I sort of introduce these archetypes and I can spread awareness of the momentum going on, which can sort of lead to people trying too hard. So just really step into the third week of January and all of January, even like that type of powerful energy with the star and the sun together, really create like a cosmic experience of life, and it can stretch a long time. I'm happy to see this in your January reading, because perhaps a lot of 2018 will be this for you, but you can definitely find yourself shining so brightly, or becoming famous, or becoming a celebrity in your field, birthing something into the world. Like for those of you who are pregnant or are expecting children, like your children will be amazing, like very strong presence, very powerful, very enigmatic, and like potentially famous in their lifetimes. But whatever you birth into the world right now, whether it be like a business or even like relationships, less so, can become very famous, well known, and very established. So think about establishment, and think about placement, think about the hierarchy, think about whether you want to look up or look down in life, how you want to cultivate your surroundings in a way that produces and births what you want in the world, because there's something very powerful in that third week happening that may be just as simple as learning how to finally breathe right, or you may sort of step into the third week and realize, wow, I've been doing this weird thing when I breathe and it's actually making me not be able to sleep, or it's making all these problems and all of a sudden I've fixed it. Or it can be as simple as I don't know, like changing the temperature of your shower or something, and through that you just like small things can create really big expansions. And also like things that you expect, this is again kind of a gray area, things that you expect to be really huge to you can be very small and not big deals. So definitely try to not establish too much expectation of what can or cannot give you a great experience of life, and just allow yourself to sort of in the background, in your unconscious, in your gut, cultivate that which you want to do with your life. Beautiful, beautiful energy, Leos. And it really feels like it reflects itself a lot in your health as well, as I was saying. Definitely take this time to hydrate yourself. The star has a lot to do with hydration, as well as balance in the body, balance of hormones, balance of chemicals, or balance of like blood pressure. So think about your health, think about how you can balance it more, think about how you can integrate more healthy systems into your life. And you will see so much more brightness come from you. Like you can have like very bright skin, or very bright projection in general, learning that really strongly in the third week. In the fourth week, Leos, you guys have Page of Pentacles rooted down by Four of Pentacles. So lots of changes coming in your transactions, or in the way that you transact energy or money. I do talk a lot about like finance and money on my channel, just because it's not so much about money as it is the habits and patterns energetically that you develop through money. So definitely take a look at that and understand, how am I spending myself energetically? How am I saving myself energetically? Because Four of Pentacles to me deals with holding on too tightly, as well as not allowing something for yourself. So definitely think about like what experiences you may not be allowing, as well as what you're not allowing yourself to save or spend. Any kind of really strong parameters that deal with money or finance can definitely be redefined now, as Saturn does demand kind of a structured system with finances and tangible resources. So think about how you can maybe even have fun or make more eccentric your resources. And also I see rebirth in this as well, from that star energy, like rebirthing the way that you make money. So like new businesses, new experiences of wealth or tangible resources, through again redefining your persona, or redefining who you are and how you experience transactions in the first place. and which is really nice to see. I really think that also you could have earthy masculine energy, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo to come in and help you with that, to be an experience of more helpful energy, and to also gift you things. I feel like there could be gifts from other people coming in the fourth week, because again, you feel very like courted. And relationships are kind of a strange territory, I do feel, for Leo, because again, it feels like you might attract people who are very like a masochistic again, or people who are very wanting to be hurt, or wanting to have difficult experiences, or just wanting to be really hurt by you specifically, maybe not by other people, which is just a strange thing. And I do feel like you will come out of it at least by around March. So this could have to do at a deeper level with how you might have like dominated yourself, or how you've not wanted to really take your own feelings to heart by attracting in people who want to be heard as well. It might be sort of the universe's way of showing you through an external person how you might have done this to yourself. So by maybe being more gentle and being more soft with yourself, you will attract more people who can be this as well. Six of Wands is your central theme, Leo. Beautiful energy. All of these things contribute to this new projection of yourself, to this new confidence, and this new place in the hierarchy it could be as well. Allow yourself to find nice, comfortable, like fitting clothes which express who you are. Allow yourself to project in an authentic way, and you will really go far. Anybody who designs, or anybody who really launches anything strong right now, can be so successful. But overall, allow yourself to be comfortable, and to be like comfortable in your own skin does definitely come forward for sure, because that's rare. It's rare right now to see people who are comfortable in their own skin. So for you to be able to be that, Leo, really helps humanity in a lot of ways. So beautiful month for you guys. Confronting a little bit goes a long way for sure. If you would like to book a private reading with me and understand more about what that could be for you and some of these transformations at a deeper level, I would love to work with any of you. You can click this link in the center of your screen to do that. Also, your likes, subscribes, and comments mean the world to me. You can check the description box for any of my social media, as well as more exclusive content on Patreon. I will be talking to you guys in February. Much love. Bye.